Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mohammad Zaidi bin Razak 182833, and I'm with my group members from Group A Express, and today we present our project UniGirl. To start off with, I will introduce the project. Our project goal to fulfill the SDG, Sustainable Development Goal of 5.1, which is to end gender discrimination on all places. For our project, we will focus on female students in higher education. To do that, we created a web application that they were able to report cases of sexual harassment, receive counseling from counselors for mental health support, and also participate in a forum to discuss the issues. Okay, now we will look straight to go towards the use case diagram. As you can see, the stakeholders or the actors for our system are the volunteer, the victim, the administrator, and the counselor. And for our system, we have 6 use cases, which are login register, report harassment, view submitted forms, post on forum, book counsel session, and contact counselor. For this project, each of the member will explain the use cases using the use case specifications, and then they will present the UI design for that use case, and then along with the test case, and then also demonstrate our prototype for that use case. Okay, now I will move on to my part of the use case specification, which is the book counseling session. For book counseling session, as you can see, here is the details of the book counseling session use case specification. The user actor involved is the victim, and the trigger is when the user selects book counseling session page on the navigation bar, and frequency of use is on demand. And as you can see, the precondition for this use case to activate is the user must have an active student ID and active account and logged in into their account. So the basic flow starts when the user selects the book counseling session option. Then the system display the page. For step 2, then the user must select a counseling method, and then the system will respond by displaying the available counselors according to the selected date and time slot, and they will show the selected the date and time slot for the user to choose. And then for step 3, the user can choose the date and time, and then the system will respond by displaying a summary of the booking appointment. And for step 4, the user confirms their booking, which the system responds by storing the appointment and notifying the counselor. And then that's the end of the use case. The system will display successful booking. And so the post condition is the user book a counseling session with a counselor. Now we will look into the UI design for book counseling session. As you can see, we have the page book counseling session. We have the options via call or via message, and then they can choose either to do video call or voice call. And then if we click on one of them, it will redirect to the booking page where they can select the time. And here you can see this is where they select the date, and this is where they select the time. And then when they have chosen the date and time, they can click on confirm booking, which will then submit and finish and send it, show the summary page, and then notify the counselor. Now I will showcase the test case for the book counseling session page. For my test case, I have done the test case ID book 22 with test priority high, and it is an authentication model. The test title is to verify the booking submission with valid date time, and it is a valid partition equivalence partition. And the precondition is user has already registered and logged in. So to test this, the first step is to navigate to the booking counseling page, and then the link is there in test data, and the expected result is the book counseling page is displayed. Step 2 is we click on book now to select counseling medium, then deselect from the text data, and then the expected result is date time booking page is displayed. Step 3 is select the available date and time, and then the user will select as expected result. And then step 4 is click on confirm booking button, and then the booking summary page will be displayed. And then lastly, the click submit button, and then the user will have successfully submitted a counseling appointment. As you can see, for this test case, for the tester part, the status of the actual result, most of it is failed because Wix does not allow bookings, because we need premium to do that. So, but we were able to simulate it only in the editor mode, not in the actual site. And then lastly, the post conditions for the test case is the user has booked a counseling appointment session with the selected date time and medium of counseling. And the second one is the counselor is notified of the booking appointment. Now we go to the link of the page to see the prototype demonstration. Now I am in the preview editor mode, which only admin has access to. So we can simulate the book now. So here I click on video call book now, and it will redirect me to the booking page, the date time selection page. And here it says the title, which I chose the video call option, and then it shows we can click on check the next available date to see the available time slots. And here it automatically selects the next available free dates, and the ones with the dots are the ones that have free slots. And then I can select any of these times, or I can click through all sessions to view more of the time period available. And then on the bottom there is a small summary of my booking appointment. Okay, that's all from me. I will pass on to the next presenter. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum. I am Abdullah Ali Jurhum from Group F. Here we have use case certification for login and register. As we can see here, the use case ID, use case name. This is for login or register an account on the site. Created and update approved by Zaidi. This is for all the users they want to use our website. And the trigger, user selects the login and register option on the website. Here we have basic flow for user action and system actions. The first steps: when the user selects login option, the system displays the login page. The second step, the user should fill the login details. Then system logs the user in and redirect user to main page. The next step, it will be the end. Post conditions: the user will be logged in and able to use and access the site fully. As we can see here, login page. This page is for the user who have already signed up and their name is registered and on the list. Let's move to this case for login page. In this table we have all information about this case. We have here this case ID, this probability was medium, this title required with built username and the password, description, this the login page. After that we have pre-conditions. User has already registered and has filled username and password. Let's move to next table. There are two sides for this table, file in by test case author, file in the by tester. First step, navigate to login page. This data will be our website link. expense and actual result, it will be the same. Login page is displayed, stays pass. The second step is write any username. Actual result, it will be entered username, state will be pass. The third step, write any password, 123, user enter his password. The actual result, it will be entered password for the username, pass. The last step, click login button. User will be able to login using the provided username and password. Actual result, successful login, and the profile will be displayed. Post conditions. Number 1, user is validated with database and successfully login to account. Number 2, the dashboard display the user profile, which is referred from the database. Let's go to login page in our website. There is a lot of choices to log in. You can log in with Facebook, Google, and log in with email. I will try by Google. That's all. Thank you for listening.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. I'm Lin Htet. Today I'm going to explain about the use case specification for contact counselor. In this use case specification, and this is the use case ID, use case name, and then version number created by Zaidi, and then update, and then you can see the date here, and then for the trigger, and users can select the contact us page on the navigation bar, and then frequency of use is like on demand. Okay, for the user actions and system actions, there's got the 5 steps in the basics floor. Use case can start when user selects contact us page on navigation bar, and then system will show displays contact us page. And then second, the user fills their name, email, and the user ID, title, and description. And then third step is like user can clicks submit button, and then the system will show and displays like message sent. And then in system also, systems is already sent the message to the counselor. After that, the use case ends. And then for the post conditions, the user gets to send a message to our counselor. Okay, so this is the user interface designs of our contact us page. You can see this is actually for new visitor, not totally for user. So new visitor can fill out their name, email, and message, and they can just submit directly. So this is UI design. And then for the test case, test case ID is CONU 10, and then designed by Crystal, and then the test priority is medium. Then you can see the design date, and test title for the contact us page is contact us form. The description is the contact us page, and technique is equivalent partition, delete partition. So there's got the 4 steps for fill in by test case author and fill in by tester. So as the first tabs, enter the URL in the browser, then click the contact us page located in the home page header, like in navigation bar. So, and then the test data, there's a link, you can just click here. This is gonna be the URL, and then expect result contact us form will be displayed, and actual result is contact us page is display, and then it is paused. Okay, after that, visitor can fill up their name and email address, like name and email address, and so expected result will become like visitor enters his name and email address and enter the name and email address. For the third steps, visitor can type a message. Type the message, so the data as the testing data. Type the message that the visitor would like to send, and visitor enters the message to us, and actual result gonna be enter the message. For the last steps, click the submit button, and then it's gonna be they can just click to the submit buttons, and then the expected result is gonna be visitor will be able to submit their message, filling up their details like name, emails, and their messages. So visitor is navigated to dashboard with successful contact to us will be displayed. So status, all the status is gonna be passed. As a post conditions, visitor is validated with his details and message and successfully contacted to our UniGirl, and the dashboard display the visitor details and message which is retrieved from contact us form. So visitor can just click through this URL, and then so they can see this form and then fill up the form and send the message to us. They can contact to us directly from this contact us page. That's all from me. Thank you so much for giving me a precious time.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Mohammad Abouhamida from 1821137. Inshallah, today I would like to talk about our project title, which is UniGirl. So in the beginning, we have use case specification for view submission form. The use case, that's talk about use case ID, use case name, objective, created by, last updates by, provided by, user actor, business owner name, Tinger, and frequency to use. And the last thing, must we have the contact details? That's your number and the email. Okay, here we have the basic flow. The basic flow, we have 3 steps, okay, and 2 like this user action and system actions. The user actions talk about use case starts when user select submit from option. The user select the editor from option. The last one we have the user case ends. And system action we have just 2. The first one is the system display submitted from page, and the second one the system redirect to report hamster page to edit for form refer report hamster use case. Okay, and here we have the submitting date and the action. Okay, this table, it's mean in this page we have used the UI design principle of anticipation. We enter the user waiting to edit the check their past submitted report. So we have provided this page so they can have this functionality in a simple way. And you can click on the next button to see more reports, and the back button if you want go to the previous page for reports. The next page we have the testing activities. The testing activities is testing case ID, test priority, and model name, and test title, and description. Description mean put wrong data in some files, and user submit, user did not fully finish the form, but user click submit. In this case, you can do that description. This designed by Abdullah Ali Jurhum, sorry, and this design data 1/12/2021. And here we have the precondition. Preconditions mean that writing a report with incorrect information. Here we have the steps and data and expiled result, okay, and actual result and state pass and failed, and that's on. Okay, this in this page we have the submitted form page. In this page, the user will be able to edit, delete any of their previous submission and review when they created last update their previous hamster report from submission. Submitted form. Okay, on this page you can view your previous submitted hamster report form and edit them. You can also delete your submission if you decided not to decline recording your situation. We are committed to providing Provi along with your security in this campus. Here we have this table to talk about title, created data, and last update. And the actions here we have edit and delete. You can edit and delete. And in the end, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you for listening, everyone.